Bad news. Bad news. Actually, I would say it's a great news. I've quit the Creator League of DC Online. Let's talk about it. Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. So, as some of you guys may know, I was part of the Creator League for DC Online for roughly a year. But I made the decision not to be part of the Creator League anymore, or the Community Roundtable either. Now, why would I do that? I would describe the experience in one word: frustrating. Some of the things, like the lack of information, got to be really frustrating, but also, sadly, the interaction with some of the people involved, that was very frustrating as well. Now, the lack of communication was frustrating, and even when there was communication, very often it was incomplete. We did not have all the information, and that led to other frustrations as well. Now, when they did hire Volterra to be the community manager, we foolishly thought that the communication would get better. Sadly, that did not really happen. It did get better for a little bit, but somehow it got back to what it was before. And I wouldn't blame Volterra. Sadly, I'm pretty sure she was in the same situation that I was. Like, basically, she probably was given she was given no information from the devs, or she was given information from the devs that she could not share with us. So she was probably constantly between a rock and a hard place, and I was pretty much in the same place. Like, sometimes Volterra would give us information that we could share with you guys. Sadly, sometimes that information was incomplete, and sometimes she would give us information that we were not allowed to share with you until a certain date. So oftentimes we had no real information, and sometimes when we would get information, it sadly was incomplete information. Now, the devs probably felt that we did not need to get all the information, so they gave us whatever information they thought we should know, but sometimes there's information that we should have known. So sadly, whenever we would share an announcement with you guys, there was some missing information. Like, how many times did you hear me guys says, listen, this is the information I have. For anything else, we're gonna have to wait for Tuesday for the event or for the DLC to go live. So sadly, even when we made an announcement, we had to wait for the event to go live to actually have all the information. It's sad, but that's how it was. An example of not getting the information was the Dark Knight time capsule. Sadly, I found out at the same time as everyone else. Like, the day before, I saw some sort of announcement, I think on X, that told us about the time capsule. And that did not stop people from calling me a liar, pants on fire, because when people asked if we were getting a new time capsule, I said no because I did not know about it. Although, it's quite possible that even if I had known about it, I would not have been able to talk about it. So again, it's pretty much a lose-lose scenario, any way you slice it. Now, I had mentioned in the previous live at 5 that we were pretty much overdue for a new time capsule. But again, that was just a guesstimation on my part. I did not have actual information. So there's quite a difference between whenever I make a guess, I make a guesstimation, and whenever I have actual knowledge and actual information. And in that case, I just didn't know, I found out at the same time as everyone else's. Which makes it a bit pointless to be part of the Creator League. Like, if I don't get any information, same as you guys, and even worse, even if I do get information and I cannot share that information with you guys, what's even the point of being part of the Creator League? Another bit that is a bit frustrating is that sadly, whenever the devs makes let's say an unpopular decision, they go into hiding. They don't face the backlash of that decision. So we've seen that quite a lot in the past year. The devs go radio silent, and we don't hear about them for a while. And sadly, the problem with that is that then people turn to me, and I have to deal with the backlash. I have to answer the questions of people who are frustrated, of people who are unhappy, a bit angry. So I'm the one who has to deal with the backlash of the unpopular decisions that the devs are making, because the devs go into hiding and they don't answer any questions. Now, making unpopular decisions happens all the time. I'm sure I made decisions that did not please everyone. Sadly, when that happens, you don't go into hiding. You face the backlash and you answer people's questions. Sadly, it would seem that the new devs that we have, when they make an unpopular decision, or any decision for that matter, they go into hiding and they go radio silent. It's sad, but that's how it is. Also, sadly, there are really bad decisions that are being made, and I get linked to those decisions, again, because I'm part of the Creator League. An example of that would be the T-Spheres. I'm sure a lot of people who are not happy that the T-Spheres are part of the marketplace, and sadly, being part of the Creator League, I will get the blame for that, even if I had nothing to do with that decision. So sadly, being part of the Creator League, I will get associated with the devs, and I will get associated with a really, really bad decision that they made to put the T-Spheres on the marketplace. Now, that they put the T-Spheres on the marketplace and give people the option to buy the T-Sphere, that is one thing. But they should, at the very least, mention that you can purchase the T-Spheres in the game for 150 source marks. That way, they give people an actual choice. Either you purchase the T-Spheres for 150 source marks in the game, or you buy it straight from the marketplace for, I think it was 35 bucks, and then you can redeem it for every single characters in your account. So giving people the option, that is fine. Sadly, the way they've made it, odds are new players don't even know that you can purchase the T-Spheres in the game. So it makes it look like they're trying to pull a fast one to new players. It's like they're trying to pull a fast one to players who don't know any better. Some have been calling it a scam, some have been calling it scummy. Any way you slice it, there's no way to defend that decision. Now, if they had asked to Multiverse ahead of time, Multiverse, should we put the T-Spheres on the marketplace? I would have said no, don't do it. Or if you are dead set on doing it, put a note indicating that you can purchase the T-Spheres in the game, so that this is an alternate option to be able to get the T-Sphere. Sadly, they never asked the Multiverse if this was a good idea or not, and sadly, Multiverse, being part of the Creator League, gets associated with such bad decisions. Another thing I wish they had asked me ahead of time is the name for the Legendary Heroes event. Why is it important? Because sadly, Legendary takes a special meaning in DC Universe Online. For quite some time, it pretty much means Legends PvE or Legends PvP. And when people saw the event, the Legendary Heroes event, people thought it was a Legends PvE event coming back. There are people who have been waiting for a Legends PvE event, and when they saw that, they thought that, holy crap, the Legends PvE is back. And it's not. As you guys know by now, the event has nothing to do with Legends PvE, or Legends at all. Now, why is it important? Why does it matter? Because when people see the Legendary Heroes event and they think it is a Legends PvE event, I am the one who has to tell them, no, it has nothing to do with Legends PvE. So when I get messages in game, when I get comments in the comment section of the videos, I am the one who has to answer those people and explain that no, it has nothing to do with Legends PvE. Now again, the devs go radio silence. They go into hiding. They are not the ones who interact with the player base and answer the players' questions. So that is why it would be nice if they consider the Multiverse's opinion when they do stuff like that, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who interacts with you guys, and I'm the one who answers your questions, not the devs. So it would have been nice if sometimes they would have considered the Multiverse's opinion for certain things. Yes, the devs don't have to share anything with me. They don't have to listen to anything I have to say. They are the devs. They are the ones who are making the game. They are the ones who are making the decisions. Sadly, I am the one who has to deal with the result of those decisions. So it would have been nice to get consulted ahead of time, at least a little bit. And despite it all, what was really the most frustrating part was the interaction with some of the people involved. It had reached a point where I could not even ask a very simple question. I have to be a bit careful about what I say because I can't really talk about what goes on the Discord. But it got to be very, very frustrating, to say the least. Now, if there was one frustration, that's fine. If there's two sources of frustration, you can sort of deal with it. But sadly, it had reached a point where it was frustration after frustration after frustration. So at some point, I had to make the tough call and say, okay, we're done. I'm pulling the plug. No more Creator League for me. Now, even the day that I made the decision, early in the morning, I still wanted to wait to talk to Volterra before before making that decision. And sadly, as soon as I logged into the Discord, I had a message that convinced me that no, I'm done. Time to pull the plug. I'm not dealing with that anymore. I could go on and on and on, but I think you get the idea by now. In a nutshell, the whole thing has been a very, very frustrating experience. Now, what does this mean for the channel? Ultimately, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I will keep on making content as I always have. I will keep on answering your questions as I always have. Not having access to the Creator League, not even having access to the test server, that doesn't change anything. I was making videos long before I was in the Creator League. I was making videos long before I was on the test server. So luckily, I don't need the test server to make content. So I will be able to keep on making content, same as usual. Heck, an argument could be that I will be able to make a bit more content because I'm not going to have to spend some time on the test server. So we will keep on making videos. We will keep on going live at 5. Nothing will really change. And no, I will not start thrashing the game. I wasn't doing it before. I'm not going to do it now. I will just keep on giving my honest opinion, same as usual. If I think the devs did a great job, I'll say great job devs. If I think the devs did a not so good job, I'll mention that as well. Now, there was not a big fight. I did not fight to the death with Volterra or anything like that. I told Volterra I was leaving. She was sad to see me leave. And that was the end of it. So once more, I am free. Free, I says. No more Creator League for me. No more Community Roundtable for me. So I will be able to focus entirely on the Multiverse channel, as opposed to having to split my focus between the channel, between the Creator League, between the Community Roundtable, between the test server. So instead of having to split my focus the way I had to, I will be able to simply focus on the channel. Also, sadly, that means no more codes. So we're not going to get codes from the devs anymore. So sadly, guys, I won't be able to give you hundreds and hundreds of codes like we did before. Although getting the codes was a bit of a mixed bag because not everyone was able to get codes, and also there's no way that the devs could have given me enough codes for all of you guys. Like, there's almost 35,000 of you guys at this point, and at best there's one time I was able to get 1,000 codes, maybe 1,500 codes. I think one time Doobs gave us like 1,500 codes, and even then that's not enough. There's no way to be able to give each of you guys one code. And sadly, we ended up having to give the codes during a live stream, and a lot of you guys were not able to get codes. The competition was very, very ferocious with those codes, and sadly, some of you guys were leaving empty-handed because you were not able to get a code. And some of you guys were getting very, very frustrated over that. That is over. No more codes from now on. And obviously, I will not get the announcement from the devs ahead of time anymore. And I will not be able to get the styles from the test server anymore to show you guys. Doesn't really matter because the announcement usually was just a couple of days before the event actually goes live, so it didn't really matter. And for the stuff on the test server, I get those items on the live server anyway. So all that really means is that I will have to gather those items on the live server, same as I did way back when, before I was part of the Creator League. Also, I prefer to show you stuff on the live server anyway, because, sweet irony, I have a lot more styles on the live server, a lot more materials, a lot more of pretty much everything. So we will go back to doing things the old-fashioned way, same as when before I was part of the Creator League, and same as before I had access to the test server. So there you go, guys. So we will keep on making new content. We will keep on going live at 5, but we will do so without any support from the devs and without being associated with the devs in any fashion. So don't worry, guys, this is not the end of the multiverse. This is simply the multiverse taking its freedom back. Freedom!